victors valiant, the conquering heroes, and they call home the Big House. Bathed in maize and blue, welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Washington Huskies taking on the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. On the run from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So Michigan's offense will get the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
The Wolverines can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Now the play fake. Rush is on him. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got it in the middle. It's Haynes. He'll get a fresh set of down, stopped at the 31-yard line. This guy fits the bill. Big, sturdy Michigan pocket passer.
And it's built on the ground, but I tell you what, when Michigan's had their best teams, they got to have that balance, right? You got to have a guy back there in the pocket that can go through the fake and then make the decision, get the ball out, and get some first downs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 after the 35.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Caught in the backfield, it's McCulley. And they'll stop it just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
I love early in a game getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the Wolverines are facing 3rd and inches. He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Lets it fly on the move. He's got it for a big play. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. And you just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. He can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
The Wolverines didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And I think that might be an example of the running back maybe trying to do a little bit too much. Everybody wants to try to bounce the ball outside and hit the home run, but in college football at this level, you just need to do a better job taking what the defense gives you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Snagged in the middle, it's Moore. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Made a defender miss. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
That makes the score Michigan 7.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Washington's offense will go to work for the first time today. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback and this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful. They wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop the run, they get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The Huskies love these backs that can churn up yardage like a Corey Dillon and Napoleon Kaufman used to do.
Yeah, just guys that you can depend on, guys you can hand it to and know you're going to get really, really good production. Then what does that do? It opens up the whole offense, gets everybody jacked up in the Pacific Northwest.
And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. All that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is in the air. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. So here comes the Michigan offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Complete to the left. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Underwood. Here's a heat. Pulls it in, it's McCulley. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth, man. 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And And everybody knows when you're running that play action, that fake has to be great. Everybody has to bite it for it really to work. Defense didn't bite it, didn't bite the bait, went after the quarterback, got him on the ground.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. We've had some early scores. They got the ball back, trailing by a field goal, 10-7. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the middle. It's Green.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Tries to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Simpson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. He leaves it with his back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. The play action fake. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. Nestled just inside that right upright. The lead is 6 in the 1st.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Fielded in the end zone. It's Coleman. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down, finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. Handoff to the single running back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football, and this guy really helps keep defenses honest because they don't know what's coming at them. With a weapon like him in the backfield, he really makes this offense go.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
The Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Williams will pass. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Green. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there, that ball has to be thrown early, and it's got to be thrown out in front of the receiver, and they execute it perfectly.
Surging forward on the sneak. And from this angle, I don't think he got the 1st down. The defense won at the line of scrimmage.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall with it.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Gonna run it. It's Haynes. Got enough for the 1st. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out 1st downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the 1st quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the 1st quarter stats. started here in the second. And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Got it in the middle. It's McCulley. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
The Wolverines, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And the Wolverines will line it up on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverines! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football, and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Getting set for the point after. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Washington. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Finds his man. It's Boston.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Some of the work done on 1st down. Let's see what they have on 2nd down. Looking to fire. He's going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Boston. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on
Turning it on! Fights off a defender. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down. Williams looking for a man. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. To the air, it's Underwood. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Back to pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And defensive guys are taught to really work through the hands of the wide receiver. Whenever the ball's starting to come, I'm trying to smash that thing down as soon as the wide receiver's trying to catch it. If we both try to catch it, a lot of times you see those contested catches by the offensive player. Nice job by the defense, knocking it down, getting the ball in the ground.
Williams will pass. Makes the catch. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Loaded Would you like that stiff arm? Get a face full of that as he gets it up to the 34.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go right back to the run.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll give it to the back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And down he goes, trying to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
Washington sends out the punt team. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Throws to the tight end. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Just got to finish the play. If you're the wide receiver, you got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Man, that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. It's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes the catch right at the 50. And the returner goes down. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
And they'll line up from the 31 on 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. He's a one-man wrecking crew on this defensive front. this is the type of performance that can etch you in Wolverine lore forever.
And it's a great lore to be etched in. Obviously, year after year, you see so many dominant guys in the trenches. And this is how it's done. You stop the run first, get them in passing situations, pin your ears back, and go put your name in those record books.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Pressure coming. He'll try to do it himself. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's fourth down.
Well, just a really nice job there on that third down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up fourth down.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Boy, that field goal really could have helped the mental health, but it's still a 13-point game.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Right back to the well. Stuff on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at third and long. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there. He didn't have any.
The last two runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now third and 10. Looking for a huge play. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Williams looking for a man. Got his man quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. There he goes. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Got his man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Williams will pass. Got it set up on the outside. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The defense calls the timeout. They're 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
And he missed it. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Crosses the 30. He's got away. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Finds a man in the middle. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Simpson. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
The Wolverines with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a 1st down in the waning seconds of the half. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
And the Wolverines will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Quick spin on the run. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Huskies in a good spot here with second and short. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Williams looking for a man. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the running back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He'll keep it on the sneak. No need to get cute there, especially when they allow you to push the quarterback forward, and they do, and get the first down.
Yeah, the quarterback just does a nice job finding the crease, right? Which side of the center am I going to go? I got to get low to the ground, and I'm going to have my buddies behind me trying to give me a little extra shove to go get that first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. From the gun, the ground game. Runs through the tackle. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. To the air. It's Underwood. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. It's good. and that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on in.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And if this offense wants to get back in the football game, it starts up front. Like, they've got to do a better job of protecting their quarterback. A third down and long situation coming up. They'll have another opportunity. They got to keep their quarterback upright.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Williams will pass. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack.
And man, this offense just searching for some way to climb back and get back into this game. They're down by 1,000 and it's not looking good. And you can't even protect your quarterback on third down. Like, everything going the other direction.
The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Sets up the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Touchdown, Michigan! And the punishment has been extended.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Ready to try the point after.
For the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. He did a really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, and making it an easy completion.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, this quarterback is going to need an ice bath when this game is over because he is getting whacked. We've seen him go down. He's been sacked time and time again. He just got nailed another time on that last play. He can't wait for this game to be over.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
And the defense brought the blitz on third down, trying to see if they could rattle the quarterback. But how about the poise? He knew where his answer was. He didn't panic or freak out. He just went through his progressions, picked up the first, and we got a fresh set of downs.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grab near the marker. It's Boston. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Washington.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. That's reeled in. It's Green. He gets it down to the 36 before being knocked out of bounds.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
And the Huskies can really attack on this second and short. Williams looking for a man. Oh, they're after him. Floating away. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Got a man. It's Boston.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
The Huskies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to sneak it.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
And the Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Off the play fake on first down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks? That's just ridiculous.
The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Here's the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
And how about that back-to-back sack? You want 2 sacks in a game? That's a great game. He is flying around, getting to that quarterback, and getting him on the ground.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Catch in the middle, it's Boston. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, you see so much of this in football now. Big body wide receivers, right? Guys that can run routes and box guys out. You want to play man-to-man coverage on me? I'll put my big body on you. You throw it near me, I'll make the contested catch.
Absolutely perfect.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Toss to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his man. It's McCulley. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right, the things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. makes the catch. It's McCulley. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
At the 47-yard line.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. And you go back to work in the final period of this one. On the move, it's Coleman. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Williams will pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. You're going to win this game.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unleashes one. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
So now it's second and long. Looking to throw again. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Snap in the shotgun. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Williams looking for a man. Back's got it. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The jumbo formation is in. Looks as if they'll try to power in the 2. Power ahead. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2.
Washington, 16.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
They give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
And the Wolverines will punt this one away. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He'll make the fair catch at the 44, and they'll have terrific field position. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Under fire. He's going to run it. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's 2nd in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this 3rd down a whole lot more manageable now. Let's see if he can make a play here and keep his offense on the field.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And the offense has found a lot of success throwing to this guy out of the slot. He's done a nice job working the middle of the field, winning his one-on-one matchups, and this quarterback really feels a good rhythm when he's looking his way.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Williams will pass. Under fire. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And they get him again. This is a offense that you expect them to protect their guy. I mean, he is a dude that you know if you give him time, he's going to make plays. But this defense is making sure he's not getting that time.
The Huskies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Green. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
QBs and wide receivers spend all offseason together throwing the football in air. I mean, really developing that chemistry and timing. Understanding, I get man coverage, I'm throwing this to you right now.
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots, try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
And as he throws, it's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. They'll move the tight end. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Rush is on him. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
The offensive line coach will be pulling his hair out. His head coach is okay right now because they're winning the game, but from an O-line standpoint, they've been atrocious in pass pro.
The Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Off the play fake. He's going to take off. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They're facing a third down. To throw, it's Underwood. Bringing the heat. Got it in the middle, it's Simpson. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll go to the sneak. Gets it past the marker. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tackled at the 31, they'll give him 6 on the play.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing that.
shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Might be looking to run. Oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll run it to the left looking for the end zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
The 12th play of this drive, the defense trying to dig in on 3rd and goal. Snagged in the middle, it's Haynes. Touchdown Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
And the Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams looking for a man. Got a man. It's Boston. Across the 40 out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And this defense came to play. They know about the high-profile QB. They rose to the challenge and dominated the competition today. They took care of business, and they made no doubt about who's the better football team.
Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to sling it on second down. Here's a heat. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Coleman. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give as they work on that clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Back to pass. It's Underwood. Lets it fly deep downfield. Makes a grab on the shot. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
A first down run on the doorstep. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one.